of the focal length. Hello and welcome. You're watching Focal Length on NewsX World. I'm Rishab Gulati, and here we are in Geneva sitting with a multiple time union minister from India who's also the BJP's representative at the 151st Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union. He requires no introduction, of course, in India, none other than Anurag Thakur. Anurag ji, what a pleasure it is to meet you here in Geneva. You had a very, very interesting session on the role that India is playing in providing aid and assistance to countries all across the world. What is the part of India's journey and India's responsibility that you've highlighted?
I mean, if you look at the global picture, we are witnessing an alarming rise in the crises, conflicts, disasters across the globe, devastating millions of people worldwide. Now, today, global humanitarian need or the response which should come from the various countries are not coming the way it should come. There are challenges. So, international humanitarian aid is in crisis. Multilateralism is in crisis. Growing mistrust in international organizations is leading towards a area where the aid is much less than what is required. And India is a ray of hope. India is a first responder. And if you look at today's India's position, India has helped in almost every crisis across the world. If you look at the last 5 years, in 150 plus situations, India was the first responder. So that creates the India's role as the first responder. India is a ray of hope. Also, if you look at the UN peacekeeping mission, more than 200,000 Indian personals are giving their services there. India had the first women police force, which has been sent to the peacekeeping mission. We have established that, and that was way back in 2007. And in India, New Delhi, we are training various other women police forces from across the world to help the UN peacekeeping missions. So I think if you look at India's role, 49 out of 71 UN peacekeeping missions, India has played a interesting role. We have contributed in that. And if you look at the COVID crisis, we have provided vaccine to more than 150 countries across the world under Vaccine Latri program. 300 million vaccines have been provided. 15 million doses have been provided free of cost. So that shows India's role, how India has been helping.
There is a message, of course, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is not only a well established political leader in India, but is also a global leader now. When you interact, sir, with the politicians, there are speakers of assemblies here, there are members of parliament here. What is the message of Vasudev Kutumbakam do you send out?
I think that one line says a lot. Vasudev Kutumbakam, world is one family. And Prime Minister Modi from the day one has been saying this, whether it was on the issue of terrorism, what the globe is facing, whether the black money issues, or other challenges at the global level of the humanitarian crisis, or the conflicts the world is seeing today. India has always believed in peace, prosperity of the world. As he, Prime Minister says, हम बुद्ध की भूमि से आते हैं, युद्ध नहीं चाहते हैं.
Anuragji, India is now the fourth largest global economy. We are soon to become the third largest global economy. As you increase your interactions with people from across the world, what is the position, the gravitas that with India is seen now in the role and responsibility it has in the global community, that emerging power to what we aspire to be in 2047?
As I said, many global institutions need comprehensive reforms. Multilateralism is in crisis. We believe that leadership should be more inclusive, representative, which is as of today it is not. And UN Security Council needs a makeover, a comprehensive reforms, and India deserves a position there, a role there. We are the one-sixth population of the world, and we are also seeking a role of the global south. Africa is seeking for two seats, and we support that. Why? Because if you don't have representation from these countries, you are not having representation of more than 130 countries of the world.
It has been one of a very interesting exercises. Mr. Anurag Thakur, who's of course very well known in India, wears multiple hats, is now wearing an important one here in Geneva of communicating to the world what India's position is on these very complex matters and the leadership role that India must take on these complex matters. Mr. Thakur, as always, great interacting with you on
Thank
NewsX.
you. Jai Hind.